What's going on, people? This is Inflewence. Today I got Studio Series Optimus Prime Transformers 1 version. Is a little small. That's probably my only critique. Well, not really my only critique, but it is pretty little to me. Has some flimsy pieces right here, and like the waist comes off from the sides, but it has some cool stuff too, so we'll get into that.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
To accessories, so you see him up close. Looks pretty good. I wanted a representation of Optimus from Transformers 1. I actually wanted a representation of Orion Pax too. And there's a flaw right there. This leg comes off of the ball joint. This leg comes off the ball joint. This right here comes off of here, and it's not really supposed to. So it's supposed to move up and down. So when you have it where it is for robot mode, it's fine. You leave it there, it's okay. But when you're moving it, it comes off of these pieces. Has his Energon X, of course. See that up close. These are accessories, or supposed to stay on, but they come off. This right here comes off. Is some parts forming. So you have this thing right here, and you also have the matrix. You can see that. What's kind of cool that I like, they have these two little nubs on the side of the matrix. I don't know if you can see that. It's like right here. There's nubs on this hand, on the inner, both hands. So then that makes it be able to hold the matrix. So you can situate his arms. You can plug this. I always plug this into one side and then situate it how it should be to plug into the other side. You might have to change these hands a little bit, get it to plug in. And there you go. Plug that in and he's holding the matrix. I think that's pretty dope. And you can see, I don't know if I showed the matrix up close. As great as possible. Instructions were fine. Box is normal box that you would normally get. And you get the diorama that you always get. You got Cybertron on the back, and he can fit in there if that's something that you want. I'm adding him to my Optimus collection, so there's that. Let's compare him to, I don't have anybody else in his line, but just see how small he is. I think this Studio Series Blaster or the other one, but they were the same, so it doesn't matter. So you can see that it definitely not fitting with Studio Series regular. Anyway, so let's do articulation. Arms, it goes all the way up like that. It does go all the way around. It has a lot of stuff in there, so it hits and you have to kind of move it around stuff. Head goes up. It goes up really far because it's part of the transformation. Doesn't go down that far. It is on a little block, so it can go down a little bit like that. And of course you get to spin all the way. A little bit side to side action. The arms, you got a bicep swivel right here. Elbow and hand spin around, but are fixed. That's kind of why I like, it's cool because most of these have fixed hands except for a few figures, but I like that they added that notch in so you can still get the matrix holding action. This goes up to put the matrix in there, which I will, to leave it in so I don't lose it. This goes up as well. I don't know why. Maybe It was part of the movie. Waist, he has a swivel up here, but he also swivels down here. No, his waist is just swiveled up at the top, so it does look kind of weird sometimes if you get it too far. These, like I said, they can get up like that, so you can get the leg all the way out and all the way back with the hurdles. Splits action, he gets enough, I think, almost the full. Knee, got a thigh swivel at the actual knee, at the top part of the knee. You can swivel this too, but like I said, this comes off the ball joint. It's super tight, so depending, you might like that. Foot goes down like that. Heel spur doesn't do much, and he gets a good rocker. So let's just move it along and get to transformation. If you have this thing on, you can take it off from the back. It just goes on right here underneath these, and how it goes on is like this. You can see that, but take that off, move this up and move it around like that. Head, spin his head around, push it back and push it in here, and it fits in that little area. Pull this out like that. You got all of this, then you can pull this out. Now the legs need to spin around like this. This is how this goes. This you can move up. That's why it's on this thing, is so it can move all the way up, because eventually you're gonna move these like this, but not yet. Can move the feet in, move these around. This transformation is really easy and simple. Move that around. You might as well peg them in now, I guess. These are hard to get to where they need to be. You know what? I'll leave it unpegged. So the arms aren't hard, but they're kind of weird. So you move this out like that, and then you push these in, and the arm goes down. So this goes in like this. This has to be down though. It can't be up like this because it blocks where this goes. So you put that in there, and then this goes right here on that peg. Same thing over here. Move this out, move this in and down and in and peg. There we go. Now you can move this up in there like that, move this down and secure it. When this secures, like I said, you push this up if you didn't do it already, so it gives enough space to move these up here like this. And this is tight, like I said, these are tight right here on the ball joint, so maybe one at a time would be better. The fists, kind of straighten them out because they can grab this right here, and they also have a peg right here that pegs on. You peg that on best as possible, and then peg this on, and it kind of has to angle up like that a little bit, and then this should peg on good where you can get it. Like this should be straight, so however you can get that straight, that's how the legs are up here like that. And this piece comes off again as usual. Just get that together, get this together, and like that. Then the other one, this came off the ball joint, I'm sure, because I feel it got loose. Put that back on, because yours will come off too. Then just peg all this stuff together. This is where it's kind of, you know, gets to be a pain, because if you're trying to get it exact, it's a little hard. Not unlike other Hasbro pieces. Then you just gotta get all this stuff back together. This thigh always moves out, so then it's hard to get this peg in. And then you come bring this in here in the bottom holes. Put this in there like that. And then this can store as well. You can wrap the X part around these, and then there's 2 pegs on each side. I don't really peg it in because you can just get it in there without pegging it in like that. And here we are. I mean, it looks like Optimus. It's pretty pretty okay figure. I definitely want a masterpiece version of this just to see, but it's fine. It's okay. It just doesn't invoke Studio Series to me, but that's a personal thing. So there's that. And as you can see the matrix in here. You can't. Can you open it? No, I don't think you can open it while it's in truck mode. You can see it. Has the guns. A little bit of mess in here. It does roll, but it has like the fake plastic wheels here and here. These aren't the real wheels. So just this quick review of this figure and why I wait for Ultra Magnus from Fans Toys. That should be on its way. So stay tuned for that. All right, peace.
You know, life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.